Hello guys, CNoxPlayed here, coming at you guys with a Banshee 13 guide. This video will show my build for B13 and the gear I use for the units and the units itself. Banshee 13 out of all the hunts is the easiest to gear for. Currently Baiken is the queen of Banshee one-shot in my opinion, and has a rate-up banner for Guilty Gear Strive collaboration happening now. Baiken is the best or the most used unit for Banshee one-shot because of her kit. Strays is another one-shot unit, but it's harder to obtain, and it's easier to get Baiken through the collab because Strays is harder to get due to his ML5 rarity. I unfortunately don't own him, so today the main focus will be on Baiken. So let's talk about gear and the units. The units or team I personally recommend is Vivian, Leo, BBK, and Baiken. The BBK is switchable though, it just needs to be a one-shotter that one-shots the first wave, not the boss though. The other roles that need to be fulfilled is the attack buffer and the defense breaker other than the DPS for Baiken and the one-shot wave clearer. The order of which they should go in would go Vivian, then Leo, then BBK, and finally Baiken to one-shot. Vivian for gear stats only needs speed stats. I recommend 210 to 220 speed. You just want her to go first. Leo will also need speed along with effectiveness stats so it can land the defense break. You're also going to want to mull the S2 to +4 for the +100 chance to defense break. The artifact I use is Song of Stars, but you can also use Miss Confi if you want. Miss Confi will have a chance for another defense break to happen if the first one does not land. But just keep in mind that if you run Miss Confi, your damage for your DPSs may need to be higher due to the target debuff from Song of Stars not active. The speed stats for Leo I'd recommend is around 200 to 205 speed. And Leo has to go after the attack buffer. And finally Baiken, which she's the hardest to gear, and she's the most important unit for the run because she'll obviously be one-shotting. I would recommend for DPS stats 4.4k attack and around 305 plus for crit damage. You'll also need to have 85% crit obviously, so you can crit on the Banshee for the S2 effect, which will grant an extra turn. And the crit chance is what my Baiken needs to work on. And for the artifact, you'll need to use Daydream Joker. Obviously, it's a PvE artifact that everybody knows about, so this will help very much with your run. You don't need speed on Baiken, you just want her to go last. So this 8 speed or whatever, I don't even have to have that. So now let's start the run. And that is how the run is done. Okay, so that's the run, guys. The Guilty Gear Strive collab is out right now, so I'll take advantage and get Baiken for the one-shot team if you want a one-shot Banshee. Also, the fact that Baiken's a limited unit is also the more reason to pull for her.